John Locke's two treatises of government, unveiling the foundations of modern political philosophy. John Locke's two treatises of government, published in 1689, stands as a cornerstone of political thought and a significant milestone in the evolution of modern democratic theory. In these treatises, Locke expounds his ideas on the origin of government, the rights and responsibilities of citizens, and the nature of political authority. Locke's work laid the groundwork for key concepts that continue to shape political discourse, individual liberties, and the concept of a social contract. Treatise I, The Nature of Political Authority, State of Nature and Natural Law. Locke begins by imagining a state of nature where individuals exist free and equal, governed by natural law. This law, based on reason and morality, establishes the principles of life, liberty, and property as inherent rights. Property rights and labor. Locke emphasizes the importance of labor as the basis of property rights. He asserts that when individuals mix their labor with the resources of nature, they acquire a legitimate claim to those resources. Limitations on property accumulation. Locke acknowledges that property acquisition is subject to the spoilage limitation. One should not accumulate more than they can use before it goes to waste, ensuring resources are available to others. Treatise II, The Role of Government in the Social Contract. The need for government. Locke argues that the state of nature, though characterized by natural rights, lacks a reliable mechanism to enforce those rights. Thus, individuals establish governments to protect their rights and maintain order. Social contract and consent. According to Locke, political authority is legitimate only when individuals consent to it. The social contract is an implicit agreement between citizens and government to surrender certain rights in exchange for protection, and the rule of law. Government's limited powers. Locke advocates for limited government, emphasizing that governments should only have the authority necessary to fulfill their role of protecting citizens' rights. If a government oversteps its boundaries, citizens have the right to resist. Right to rebellion. Locke famously asserts that when a government violates its end of the social contract by becoming tyrannical and oppressive, citizens retain the right to rebel and establish a new government that respects their rights. Religious tolerance. Locke's treatises also touch on the importance of religious tolerance. He argues that government should not have authority over an individual's conscience, emphasizing the separation of church and state. Influence and impact. American Revolution and Constitution. Locke's ideas greatly influenced the American Revolution and the drafting of the U.S. Constitution. Concepts such as natural rights, limited government, and the right to revolution resonate in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Political philosophy and democracy. Locke's treatises laid the intellectual foundation for modern political philosophy, emphasizing the consent of the governed, individual rights, and the need for a social contract to legitimize governmental authority. Human rights and liberalism. Locke's ideas contributed to the development of the Enlightenment's emphasis on human rights and individual autonomy. His principles of limited government and protection of rights align with liberal democratic values. In conclusion, John Locke's two treatises of government remains a monumental work that continues to shape the foundations of modern political theory. Locke's exploration of natural rights, the social contract, and limited government has left an indelible mark on the evolution of democratic governance, individual liberties, and the relationship between citizens and their rulers. His ideas not only played a pivotal role in historical events but continue to resonate in contemporary discussions of political philosophy and the role of government in society.